Dracula wishes to reclaim my city. You call yourselves New York's guardians. Now is the time to prove it.
Squirrels versus vampires? Seems fair to me.
Vigilantes disgust me, but I hate vampires even more. Defeat Dracula and his minions, and save our home. Dracula's Nornstone has spawned a new breed of undead. Take them down and secure Times Square. Another less than noble sacrifice. Another less than noble sacrifice. These vigilante. Another less than noble sacrifice. These vigilantes never surrender. These vigilantes never surrender. Leave them to consume. Never surrender. Another less than noble sacrifice. These vigilantes never surrender. Another less than noble sacrifice. These vigilantes, another less than noble sacrifice. Vile creature! These vigilantes never surrender. Move quickly. The creatures are coming from Grand Central Station, and they seem to be running from something. Vampires everywhere. Stick together and eliminate them all. Leave them to consume. Another less than noble sacrifice. These vigilantes never surrender. Another less than noble sacrifice. These vigilantes never surrender. Another less than noble sacrifice. These vigilantes never surrender. These another less than noble sacrifice. Another less than noble sacrifice. Another less than noble sacrifice. These vigilantes never surrender. Another less than noble sacrifice. These vigilantes never surrender. These vigilantes never surrender. Another less than noble sacrifice. These vigilantes never surrender. Another less than noble sacrifice. These vigilantes never surrender. These vigilantes never surrender. Another less than noble sacrifice. Another less than noble sacrifice. These vigilantes never surrender. These vigilantes never surrender. Another less than noble sacrifice. These vigilantes never surrender. Another less than noble sacrifice. These vigilantes never surrender. Another less than noble. These vigilantes never surrender. Another less than noble. Another less than noble sacrifice. Go through that building up ahead and stay on go. These vigilantes never surrender. Awaken the rage of battle. Vampires, fight your way through the horde. That's my way. Leave them to consume. Another less than noble sacrifice. Another less than noble sacrifice. These vigilantes never surrender. These vigilantes never surrender. Another less than noble. These vigilantes never surrender. Another less than noble sacrifice. Out of sight. Judge! Jury! Executioner! Another less than... These vigilantes never surrender. Another less than noble sacrifice. Leave them. These vigilantes never surrender. Another less than noble sacrifice. These vigilantes never surrender. Another less than noble sacrifice. Judge! Jury! Executioner! These vigilantes never surrender. These vigilantes never surrender. Another less than noble sacrifice. These vigilantes never surrender. Another less than noble sacrifice. These vigilantes, another less than noble sacrifice. These vigilantes never, another less than noble sacrifice. These vigilantes never surrender. Lead them to another less than noble sacrifice. These vigilantes never surrender. Grand Central Station is just across the bridge. Break through that magic barrier and brace yourselves for company. Another wave is coming. Don't let them stop you. Prove your worth to me. And another less than noble set. These vigilantes never surrender. Another less than noble judge, jury, executioner! These vigilantes, another less than noble sacrifice. Another less than noble. These vigilantes never surrender. Another less than noble sacrifice. Another less than noble sacrifice. These vigilantes never surrender. These vigilantes never surrender. Another less than noble. These vigilantes never surrender. Another less than noble sacrifice. These vigilantes never surrender. Another less than noble. Another less. These vigilantes. Another less than noble sacrifice. Another less than noble. These vigilantes never surrender. Another less. These vigilantes never surrender. Another less than noble sacrifice. These vigilantes never surrender. Another less than noble sacrifice. These vigilantes. Another less than noble sacrifice. These vigilantes never surrender. These vigilantes never surrender. Another less than nobles. Another less than noble. These vigilantes never surrender. These vigilantes never surrender. Another less than noble sacrifice. These vigilantes never surrender. Move forward, carefully. something enter the station, and it didn't look human. A lupine Captain America. One of those freaks from the Monster Kingdom, no doubt.
On your toes. Here they come.
Another less than noble sacrifice. These vigilantes never surrender.
Leave them to Khonshu. Leave them to Khonshu.
Another less than nobles. These vigilantes never surrender. Another less than noble sacrifice.
Judge, jury,
These
executioner.
vigilantes never surrender. Wolf is down. The Monster Kingdom has a bigger problem than I anticipated. For now, though, enjoy your spoils. I've arranged a special transport just for you. All aboard. Next stop, Dracula's castle. These tunnels are crawling with vampires. Deal with them before you become their dinner. Another less than noble. These vigilantes never surrender. Another less than noble. These vigilantes never surrender. These vigilantes, another less than noble. These vigilantes never surrender. Another less than noble sacrifice. Another less than noble sacrifice. Another less than noble sacrifice. Vigilantes never surrender. Another less than noble sacrifice.
Executioner.
These vigilantes never surrender. Another less than noble. These vigilantes. Another less than noble sacrifice. Another less than nobles. These vigilantes never surrender. Another less. These vigilantes never surrender. Another less than noble. These vigilantes never surrender. Another less than noble. These vigilantes never surrender. Smoke up. Another less than noble. These vigilantes. Another less than nobles. Another less than these vigilantes never. These vigilantes never surrender. Another less than noble. These vigilantes never surrender. This mission has gone off the rails. This is your train. You'll have to walk from here. Luckily, the castle is close. That dark seal atop the tower is likely the source of the castle's magic. Get in there and destroy it. Curses, there's no way in. It looks as though you'll have to cut through the park instead. Be ready for a fight. You've got the vampire's attention. Hold your ground. I'm doing this my way. Another less than noble sacrifice. Lead them to Khonshu. Smoke up. These vigilantes never surrender. Another less than noble sacrifice. Smoke screen. These vigilantes never surrender. Another less than noble. These vigilantes never surrender. Another less than noble sacrifice. Another less than noble. These vigilantes never surrender. These vigilantes never surrender. Such remarkable power. I hope you put it to good use for once. Clear those vampires from your path and keep moving forward. Fascinating. Now, who's the real monster? Another these vigilantes never surrender. These vigilantes never surrender. These vigilantes never surrender. These vigilantes, another less than noble sacrifice. These vigilantes never surrender. Another less than noble. These vigilantes never surrender. Another less than nobles. These vigilantes never surrender. Another less than noble sacrifice. These vigilantes never surrender.
Judge! Jury!
Another less than noble. These vigilantes never surrender. These vigilantes never surrender. Another less than noble sacrifice. These vigilantes never surrender. Another less than nobles. These vigilantes never surrender. Another less than nobles. These vigilantes never surrender. Another less than noble sacrifice. Another less than nobles. These vigilantes never surrender. Another less than noble sacrifice. Another less than noble sacrifice. Another less than nobles. These vigilantes never surrender. Another less than nobles. These vigilantes. Another less than noble sacrifice. Another less than noble sacrifice. These vigilantes never surrender. These vigilantes never surrender. Another less than noble sacrifice. Another less than noble. These vigilantes never surrender.
Executioner!
These vigilantes never surrender. Another less than noble. Another less than noble sacrifice. Another less than nobles. These vigilantes never surrender. These vigilantes never surrender. Another less than noble. These vigilantes never surrender. The Great Lawn lies ahead. I do hope that hideous squirrel creature has returned to Ixgard by now. A hero at their peak. I hate to admit it, but I'm impressed. Such remarkable power. I hope you put it to good use for once. Time waits for no one. Rapid deployment commencing. Tosca. I'm afraid your furry friend has been turned by the vampires. Exterminated.
Run while you still can.
You have to fight.
Another less than noble sacrifice.
I shall feast on your bones!
Judge! Jury! Executioner!
Another less than noble. These vigilantes never surrender. These vigilantes never surrender.
Never!
Another less than noble sacrifice. These vigilantes never surrender.
Leave now, before I devour you!
Another less than noble sacrifice.
I shall feast on your bones!
vigilantes never surrender.
Never! Leave now, before I devour you.
I'm doing this my way.
I shall feast on your bones!
Never less than noble sacrifice.
Never!
Another less than noble sacrifice. These vigilantes never surrender. Another less than noble sacrifice. These vigilantes never surrender.
Never!
These vigilantes never surrender.
Before I devour you.
I'm doing this my way. To Khonshu.
I shall feast on your bones!
Curse thee, vile
Thank you.
Well done, serving Dracula is nearly as absurd as you heroes working for me. Once again, the Vampire King is defeated, and the darkness has been banished. But is this really the end of the story?